Sarasas Witeed Rumclaw School. Learn from home. Hello class. My name is Alano, or you can call me Teacher Alano. I'm your teacher in science class today. Before we start our lesson, I would like to remind you again how to protect yourself from COVID-19 or coronavirus. Number 1. Wear a cloth mask or cover over your nose and mouth when you are in public. Number 2. Wash your hands with soap and water to minimize your infection risk. Number 3. Stay home as much as possible to distance yourself from other people. Number 4. Maintain a distance of 6 feet or 1.8 meter between you and others when you go out. On this lesson, you need to prepare your pencil, notebook, ruler, and eraser. Look at the example in a notebook picture. Look at the picture on the right. Example of writing 3 words in science. And on the left, in the box, you can see on the top the date 3 June 2020. You have to write on the top of your notebook. Under the date, write science. And on the middle of your notebook, you have to write NO16. Let's begin. Are you ready, number 1? Please repeat after me. Number 1. Move. Move. M O V E. Move. Move. Number 2. Human. Human. H U M A N. Human. Human. Number 3. Leaves. Leaves. L E A V E S. Leaves. Leaves. Before we start our lesson, let's read first the words to learn. Please repeat after me. Alive. Alive. Difference. Difference. Food. Food. Grow. Grow. Human. Human. Living. Living. Must. Must. Move. Move. Need. Need. Non-living. Non-living. Own. Own. Person. Person. Snail. Snail. Stone. Stone. Thing. Thing. Hello class. Today we are going to learn about How do living things move? Please watch the video.
One day, Alex was running through a field. He stepped on a thorny plant. Ouch! Wow, this plant can move! Humans and animals are living things. How do living things move? This is the way we skip and hop, skip and hop, skip and hop. This is the way we skip and hop all day long. This is the way we crawl and roll, crawl and roll, crawl and roll. This is the way we crawl and roll all day long. This is the way we climb and swim, climb and swim, climb and swim. This is the way we climb and swim all day long. Humans move in many ways. They walk, hop, crawl, roll, climb, and swim, to name a few. Animals use their legs to hop and run. Tails are handy when swinging from tree to tree. Birds can walk and swim. Birds flap their wings to fly high in the sky. The fish swim under the sea. Oysters clamp their shells to hide beautiful pearls inside. Hop, run, swing, swim, climb, and fly are some of the ways animals get by.
Let's learn more. How do living things move? Please enjoy watching the video.
Dear students, all living things can move from one place to another.
But all living things cannot walk like human beings to move from one place to another. They have their own kind of movements.
Students, let's have a look. The dog is running. The cat is walking. The boy is walking too.
The bird is flying.
Similarly, to move from one place to another, fish swims in the water. The snake creeps on the ground. The hen walks on the ground. The duck swims in the water. And the cow walks on the ground.
Frog jumps on the ground and swims in water to move.
You must have seen a sunflower turning its face towards the sun. The movement of the sunflower towards the sun is its movement.
But we cannot see the movement of all the plants.
Students, animals move from one place to another by walking, running, jumping, swimming, and flying.
Similarly, plants show movement by turning towards the sun.
Dear students, have you ever seen a book or a pen moving from one place to another by themselves? No, you haven't. Yes, we have to make them move from one place to another. They cannot move by themselves. Thus, non-living things do not show movement. Living things have their own type of movement, whereas non-living things do not show movement.
Let's learn more how do living things move. Most living things can move on their own. Example, a frog can move on its own, like hop. Can hop a frog. Yeah? You can see in the picture. Next one. A human can move on its own. A human can move on its own, like walking. You can see in the picture, walking movement. Living things can move from one place to another. Look at a bird flying, moving from one place to another. Living things can move their parts too. Look at the two birds. The movement of their eyes and their chest. You see? They can move their parts of their body. Plants cannot move from one place to another. Some plants can move their parts. Some plants can move their leaves. You can see on the right side, can move their leaves. Some plants can move their flowers. During the day, young sunflower plants track the sun from east to west. The sunflower follow the sun. Activity. Answer the questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Question number 1. Can some living things move from one place to another? Can some living things move from one place to another? A. Yes, they can. B. No, they can't. C. No, they don't. Question number 2. Why some plants move by their own leaves? Why some plants move by their own leaves? A. Because they are living things. B. Because they are non-living things. C. Because they are human. Question number 3. Can non-living things move on their own from one place to another? Can non-living things move on their own from one place to another? A. Yes, they can. B. Yes, it can. C. No, they can't. Can you check your answer from activity? Question number 1, number 2, and number 3. Have you get the perfect answer? If you get the perfect answer, you are very good. Thank you, class. Class, what are the things you learned today? Let's read together. Most living things can move on their own. The animals and humans can move from one place to another. But plants cannot move from one place to another. However, some plants can move their parts, like leaves and flowers, to follow the sun. Thank you, class. Thank you for your attention. Sarasa's Witted Room School. Learn from home.